Atom. People are very much curious about to know how every body that we see in our day-to-day life is made up of. Then the answer for it is atom. What is meant by atom? Atom is the smallest particle of the given substance. Around 19th century, we got enough evidence in the favor of atomic hypothesis of matter. That means people found that the smallest particles of the matter is called atom. And then later people started exploring it and trying to give their own models about the atom, their structure, the shape, the charge, the mass and everything, and even people trying to explain about the subatomic particles. But to acknowledge any of this model, there were three major points to be considered. The first point is the charge neutrality. In 1897, the famous English physicist J.J. Thomson has conducted an experiment on electric discharge through gases. In that he found that every atom possesses a negative charge. Of course, he named that negative charge as an electron, and they are identical for all the atoms. But on the other hand, atom as a whole, it is neutral. That means atom possesses negative charge, at the same time it also possesses the same amount of positive charge. Therefore the net amount of charge of an atom is neutral. So that is the first criteria to accept any model about an atom. And the second point is the stability of atom. Since the atom is a massive particle, so the total mass of the atoms should be stabilized. That means the center of mass of the whole system must be stability. So this is the second point. So any model that is explaining about atom, that also has to answer this question. And the third point, of course, it was introduced later part. Initially, these are the two main parts which were considered to explain the model of an atom, but later the third point was included, that is emission of spectral lines. In the later times when experiments are being conducted on it, Rutherford and Bohr and rest of the people have found that every atom emit a particular frequency of light in the form of spectral lines. So therefore, to explain these three parameters, any model will be accepted. So these are the three main points to acknowledge any of the model about atom. The first one is the charge neutrality of the atom. That means the amount of negative charge presented in the atom is equivalent to the amount of positive charge presented. And stability of atom, it talks about the mass of an atom and it talks about the mass concentration of an atom. And third one is emission of spectral lines. That means there is energy is being released from the atom. So because the amount of energy is being released from the atom, it is coming out as a light of a particular frequency. So it is coming out as a spectral lines. So these are the three major points to acknowledge any theory, any model about an atom.